So fans, welcome back to my channel. And hey, as I'm recording this right now, happy Halloween. It is Halloween day and well, happy Halloween. So I should have started with that, but still guys, happy Halloween. And today we'll be doing a quick and retrospective and of course, spoiler review of Halloween 2018 or H40. Coming up right now, but guys enjoy the show. All right guys, quiet on set. Scene one, take one. Action. Boom. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share with friends. Also hit that bell for notifications because I help the channel a lot. Halloween 2018. It is directed by David Gordon Green and it stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, and Andy Matichak. That's how I'm gonna say her name because I heard it's a different way to say her last name, but still, I'm just gonna for now say it like that. So yeah, Andy Matichak, just to name a few. So the story is that, well, Laurie Strode is a, complete basket case after the events of the 1978 incidents. So basically this film reboots everything. It ignores all the sequels and especially Halloween 2, and it's just a direct sequel, a direct follow-up to the original Halloween. So it's basically the true Halloween 2, but just, they call it Halloween here, and I could get to that in a few minutes on why. Originally I thought it was stupid, but then now thinking about it kind of makes sense. So she's all traumatic, and a couple of podcasters visit Michael in, of course, Smith's Grove Penitentiary, the sanitarium, and so they try to convince her to talk to him or just confront him, and well, of course, Michael escapes in a nice little planned escape helped by Dr. Sartain. He's the Samuel Loomis of the film. So then Michael escapes, returns to Haddonfield, and Laurie finds out about this and tries to, stop him once and for all. While Karen and Allison will try to, Karen doesn't want to believe in the boogeyman like that. Allison, she just wants to go out and have fun with her friends, but then she gets caught up in everything, so yeah. So that is my plot synopsis of the film. Now let's get on to the review. Wow, guys, all I gotta say is that this is, aside from the original, if I were to have a list, which I'm not gonna, I'll do it after Halloween ends, but if I'm gonna have a list, it's the, Halloween 1 and then 2018, because in my opinion, 2018 is, in my opinion, the true definitive sequel for the original. And all I gotta say is that, Laurie Strode, awesome. I already covered the film in a spoiler-free video like last year, but here I just want to go a little bit more into depth on that. So I might just be repeating the same thing I repeated on the previous video. So Laurie Strode, I just love how she's playing a true PTSD victim here. And oh my goodness, just drinking and crying and having mental breakdowns and just being isolating herself from her family. Well, her family just finds her crazy because not only her PTSD affects her herself, it affects her daughter and her granddaughter. And Allison, the granddaughter, she tries to be more sympathetic and understanding. She wants to be involved with Laurie. She wants Laurie to be involved with her in her life, and that is very sweet of her. That's why I really liked Allison in the 2018. I really liked her. Some people, I understand why people think she's pretty bland, but honestly, I really, really liked Allison. I just sympathize with her too. I just like that granddaughter and grandmother connection they had. Well, Karen, played by Judy Greer, I like her too, but she plays that daughter that's in the know. But then again, Laurie put that PTSD on her to get her prepared in case Michael comes back, making her just do a lot of martial arts or just fighting and shooting with rifles and all that stuff. But Karen, and also building the trap house, but Karen is already traumatized. It looks like she's traumatized, but that was just in denial of a lot of things, and she kind of doesn't want nothing to do with her mother, which is a shame. And when I think about Karen, Ray, her husband, the dad, I love him. He was so cool, and it sucks how he got killed. Yeah, he was killed in a stupid way, but honestly, he was still cool, man. I wish he was at least saved or something like that. But yeah, Laurie Strode is fantastic. And yeah, I already talked about Karen, she's fantastic, and I love Allison here. So it's really I like the three new women that are gonna represent the sequel trilogy. The podcasters, even though yeah, they get killed very early in the film in a very creepy and cool way, in my opinion, a throwback to H2O, they were really cool. I really liked them. I really did like them. And there's a deleted scene with, of course, they're kissing in the shower, but then again, they're really nice. You could tell they're a sweet couple, and yeah, I just love how they just get invested into the whole lore, and they visit Judith Myers's grave, and they get, one of the undertakers. She, you get to see in Halloween Kills. She's in the trailer, but still. But yeah, she does a good job with what she says about, oh, like, people like to, you know, visit a lot of places, but this is the only place we're known for. And yeah, not only did Michael affected, and it foreshadows kills, not only did Michael affected Laurie and her family, but he affected the entire Haddonfield town with his evil presence. And even you can see Michael being the shape just in the background with the whole sanitarian or penitentiary outfit. I'm sorry, I'm mixing the two with that. Dr. Sartain, if I had any nitpicks with the film, yeah, I can say he's the weakest one, but then again, I like how Dr. Sartain, in a way, obviously you can tell from straightforward. I mean, I didn't see it at first, but then again, I rewatched it a lot of times. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Dr. Sartain also planned this escape, and he just wanted to see Michael do his thing. Because with Loomis, because he's supposed to be Loomis' successor, Loomis wanted to kill Michael. He just like, you know what? I know who this guy is. Kill him. Even in the nice little recording, somebody did a great impersonation of him about he needs to die. Like, it needs to die. He's like, yeah, that's what it is. That's what Loomis, he wanted to destroy him. While Sartain wanted to understand him, see what the animal is in the wild. And so before Sartain gets killed, he of course tries to kill Frank. And he puts on the mask, and you know, I thought it was cool at first, and then again it's kind of cheesy, but then again, going back, thinking about it and rewatching it, it's kind of cool. And he's like, oh, so this is how it feels to kill. And then again, you know, it's mostly set up, he's set up to be unlikable and just get his skull crushed into jello, which is fucking awesome. The kills are amazing. I'll get to Michael for last, but the kills are phenomenal. Michael's killing, it's brutal, and it feels very grounded and realistic. I just freaking love it. Even Laurie was like, oh, so you're the new Samuel Loomis. It's like, well, yeah, but not really. He's the opposite of Samuel Loomis. He's like his dark side. He's the yin and yang of Dr. Samuel Loomis. Rest in peace, Donald Pleasance. You know, everybody's here with the exception of him. And in Halloween Kills, we miss you, man. Cinematography is gorgeous. I like that it honors a bit of Dean Cundey's cinematography from the first one, but it does its own thing. I like that Dr. Wolf also said, like, yeah, it doesn't do it, the cinematography and the style, it's its own thing. It doesn't try to copy Dean Cundey's style, like what the original, like the first few sequels did. And I like that it just does it, especially the tracking shot again, when he just goes into the house and just stabs, like she just killed bludgeoned a lady to death with a hammer. You don't see it, I mean, you see it on screen, but then again, it doesn't show, you just hear it, and it's just insane. And of course, he just stabs a random woman in the throat, which is great. But yeah, it is, cinematography is great. The score by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and I even forgot to mention his name in the spoiler-free video. And I'll just leave it a little, his name down here. They did a phenomenal job with the score, man. It is so badass. I love it. My favorite track is actually Halloween Triumphant, The Shape Hunts Allison, and of course the theme song. It is amazing. But yeah, the themes of PTSD is all stuff I just love. I like how this movie is not just a return to the classic slashers, but it's also a nice little, again, social commentary on PTSD, and not just on women, but also on men, on anybody who's a victim of any traumatic and horrific things. Now let's get on to the last part, and that is Michael Myers. Oh my goodness. I think he's played by James Jude Courtney. Correct me, I'll just correct myself right here on the little card right here if I'm wrong. But oh my goodness. And also Nick Castle plays him briefly. He just does a whole thing with the mirror, and that's more. And also it was cool is that I believe that was the first Michael sequence that was shot. So Nick Castle first put on the suit himself. He was shooting the movie. He put on the suit himself, and then he passed it down to James Jude Courtney, and it is so cool. It's like a passing the torch, and I love that. And man, oh man, Michael, he's 61 here, and he didn't really age, man. That guy, you can tell he's in a way immortal or something. I don't know, man. I don't know, not even, without spoiling much about kills, not even that delves too much into him. And I just like that, again, they kept them a mystery. And I'm glad they didn't make him and Laurie brother and sister here. I'm just glad they got rid of that, because I mean, as much as I liked it, really, I do like the brother and sister thing, but then again, I prefer if it was not there, because it doesn't make him that scary. Just again, makes him a motivation and agenda to go after her. But really, I like that he's just a random psycho killer, evil on two legs, and I like that, man. It's the Shape that we all know and love from 1978. And this movie really, you know, The sequel does it more, but here it really likes to remind you of the 1978 film, and that is awesome. But yeah, Michael is creepy. Again, he's the shapeless. That trike shot I was talking about, it is great. He does his thing. And in the finale, man, when he fights Laurie, holy shit, it is awesome. And his demise, man, I just like that even he, when he knows he's gonna die, he just gives Laurie, the Strodes, the women, he just looks at him. You see his eyes and stuff like that. He just looks at him. He's like, yeah, even if I'm dying, man, even if I'm gonna be dead, I'm still gonna be in your head. He knows that. Michael knows that he brought evil to not just them, but to Haddonfield. In the sequel, it's more like that. But man, oh man, Michael is so badass here. And I like that. Oh, pointing in. No, actually, one of his eyes is very, dead-eyed because, well, it creates a nice consistency. Even when his unmasking scene, when you see his younger version, you see again his dead eye in the unmasking scene of the original film that shows Laurie getting a coat hanger and just stabbing him through the eye when he was trying to get her by the closet, which is awesome. I love that extra detail. But overall, man, Halloween, in my opinion, the sequel Halloween, it is a masterpiece. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, I was gonna talk about the whole why it's called Halloween. Well, of course, they know they gotta make money off the name Halloween, but I feel that calling it Halloween, it does make sense because Halloween is about Michael. It's not about Michael, but it's about just the whole concept of Halloween, what Halloween means to Michael. Yeah, so it's about Michael, but also Laurie, how the town of Haddonfield is. Halloween represents the evil of that, well, the end of summer and dread. That's why I love Halloween, but still, Halloween, it does make, I know Dr. Wolfila said it better, that it made more sense calling it Halloween, because originally I didn't like the title, because I'm like, geez. Because I know the original title was gonna be Halloween Returns, and yeah, but I really didn't like that. I'm like, dude, now you're confusing people that it's a remake, and some people were confused. It's like with the new Candyman, that people got confused that, is this a remake? Like, what is this? It's like, it's a sequel. It just ignores all the sequels, and it's just a direct sequel to the original. But even with Candyman, it does make sense. Someday I'll go more into depth on the new Candyman film. I already discussed a spoiler-free review, but still, this is Halloween. So Halloween, it does make sense because not only is to represent all of Halloween, Michael, Laurie, and Haddonfield, but it represents the original. It reminds you what the original is, what Halloween means, also what Halloween means to Michael himself. So yeah, all I can say is that Halloween, in a way, does make sense. Of course, mostly I feel like they did it for marketing, but in theme and tone, it does make sense. I mean, this is not the first movie to do that. Some people are giving it credit, but honestly, this is just me though, from my experience seeing that. Godzilla did it first in a way with The Return of Godzilla, or people know it here as Godzilla 1985 or Godzilla 1984. And in Japan, it was called Gojira. And it's the same exact title as the original. And again, that movie did what Halloween 2018 did. It basically ignored and erased and retconned all the sequels. And it's a direct sequel to the original Godzilla. So Raids Again up to Terror Mechagodzilla never existed. And they say this is the same Godzilla, but still, yeah, again, different video for a different time, but it's like that. So again, it's Godzilla. When he returned, it's about him. It's about how people are affected and how the franchise is affected too, well, just by his inner awesomeness, major awesomeness, just, yeah. And this is, again, and Halloween is the same thing. It's also very meta too, the title. But yeah, overall, masterpiece. If I were to give Halloween 2018 a rating, I'll give it 5 out of 5. In my opinion, it is a masterpiece. And in my opinion, it is, the true sequel and successor. So that is my review on Halloween 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comments down below. Have you guys seen Halloween 2018? Please let me know down in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from Javiwood Productions signing off, and hope you guys enjoyed the show.